Hello, everyone, and welcome to Relationship Rhetoric. I'm your host, unapologetically Angela, and I always start the show like this because I'm always excited, especially when people say yes, because of the simple fact that asking people to share their stories and discuss their business is risky. And there have been people that have not been comfortable with sharing their love stories. So when people that I follow on Instagram or Facebook or just see out agree with sharing their love story with me, I am truly honored and I'm always excited. I'm excited about the couple that I'm speaking with today because I love their pictures. I met Zach first, and he's just a colorful person. He's very unique. And then when I had an opportunity to see his wife and see them together, I was like, oh my God, they're a coloring book. I love them. You know, they're bubbly and they are really, really colorful people. When I say that, people that know me know I love color. I love color, just, material, buildings, structure, but I also love colorful people and their personality and how genuine they interact with people and how genuinely they choose not to interact with certain people. So I am so excited to have an opportunity to meet and greet and talk with Jen and Zach Pepper. First of all, guys, y'all have to check out this necklace that Jen has on. This thing is fabulous. Yes, Medusa. Oh my God, that took me so far back because it's one of my favorite movies.
Right. She gets a bad rap, man.
Yes. She just wants to be left alone.
Lots of female characters get a bad rap, right?
Yes,
yes,
we do. Mm-hmm. So how are you guys?
We're well. We're
wonderful.
Good.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Good.
Surviving pandemic pretty well. Apocalypse now.
I see. You look well. You look healthy. You look glowing. So that's a plus. That's a plus.
Vaccinated and back at it. Yay, science.
Okay, guys. So talk to me about how you met. But I want you to give me kind of like a snapshot of Zach, where were you prior to Jen? And Jen, what was going on in your life before Zach? And whoever wants to go first.
You want me to go first?
You can go first, please, ladies.
I grew up in a small Midwestern town outside of St. Louis, and I moved to Memphis to go to Rhodes. I didn't know I was moving to the South, and I was in, anyway. And so I graduated from Rhodes. I've gotten a job at Le Bonheur. I did HIV prevention, education, and testing. It was a great first job. I just loved it. Well, it was one of 4 or 5 jobs I was working at the time because that's what you do when you're that age.
Right.
And I met Zachary Pepper through a friend. What were you doing before meeting Zachary Pepper?
Good Lord. So before Mrs. Pepper, so almost 20 years.
I think it's gonna be like 18 or something.
So
almost like 17.
So almost 20 years ago. Yeah. I had just had my firstborn son, and I was just hustling nonstop, and that's really like moving, shaking. Yeah.
I get it.
I was just out in the streets. I was just running and doing stuff I probably should not have been doing.
Okay. But and along comes Jen. How did that happen?
We met a lady I was working with at Le Bonheur. I ended up hanging out with her socially, and her boyfriend and Zachary knew each other from being like high school, just post high school in the same neighborhood.
Just kind of
like, so we met we were at a couple house parties together. And I thought he was ridiculous. And like,
okay, Zach, what were you looking like back then?
Expound, please.
He would go to the airbrush shop at the mall or wherever the airbrush shop was, and he would design his own airbrush t-shirts, and he just thought he was doing the very most.
I was doing the most. I was doing the absolute most. I would put pepper on the sleeves and a little hot pepper.
That was his little tag. He was keeping the airbrush man in business. And he always had on matching shoes. And he was just, I mean, he still is. He was just this incredibly big personality. He would talk about his conquests. And I was like, that Zach Pepper boy, ain't nobody messing with that Zach Pepper boy. He's ridiculous.
That's all true statements. Those are true statements. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
No, her and her little friends would sit around and cackle and talk shit about me and be like, oh, nobody's giving that dude no pussy. Y'all are crazy. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever. I got long hair and green eyes. Come fuck with your boy.
Oh God, he's so crazy. He is.
Was it 19 or 20 or how? No, I guess we were like 24, 25, whatever. Like, yes, it was, yeah.
I was doing it.
Okay, so Jen, what happened? What shifted that made you listen to the ridiculousness?
What happened, Jen?
So I needed a ride to the airport really early one morning to go to a conference, a training about being a sexual health educator. And it was during the summer. Zachary was working as a para-educator in Fraser High School. And so he had the summer off. Nobody wanted to take me. I don't know what's going on with my car. Probably some like 20, when you're that young kind of drama thing going on. And Zach's like, well, I'll take you. And, it's really early, so you should just stay the night at my house. And I was like,
no, hold on. And then don't stop on the good stuff.
My mom might like
20 years later.
So then we had a really great night together. It turned out it wasn't all bullshit. He's still ridiculous, but yeah. And here we are.
Wow.
Okay, so miscellaneous adventures ever since.
Yeah. Lots of those.
That is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you go to your conference, you come back.
Yep. He took me out on a really swanky date.
That's what I was about to ask. Tell me about the date.
And the Paradiso for a movie.
I don't spend money like that on girls. Come on now. Like, she was special.
And still to this day, apparently. That's still one of our favorite dates, though, is dinner and a movie like that.
I mean, it was dinner and a movie. What'd you want? Like,
wow. Oh, that is so.
Some airbrush T-shirt. I was just like, And he used to have these Martin the Martian house shoes that he would wear around his house that were just like huge and ridiculous. Like he was just ridiculous. And I love you.
Okay, so do we start dating? When, Jen, does it get serious? How long did you date?
When did it get serious?
I don't really remember. It kind of just
within 4 or 5. I don't know. It didn't seem that long.
Yeah, I kind of weeded out some people, and yeah, I just kind of got more drawn to her. Her energy was very connected to mine. We were extremely compatible, even though I didn't know what that was at the time. Like, she was mad sexy. Like, she had this mouth. We're gonna talk all about my ridiculousness, but like at this point, like I only really liked her because she came off like a secretary, and I was always with like hood folks. Like, so this was way out of my comfort zone. Like I mean, at that point, like.
And he would comment all the time on how I spelled the whole word in my text messages. Like he thought that was really, like that was impressive. That was my win. I was getting
she
lucky.
Was classy. I never really messed with classy girl before.
Like it. Okay, so Jen, when did you start seeing past the ridiculousness? What process was like, oh, he's
what? I mean, it it's not hard to tell Zachary's special when you spend some time around him. Like
Yeah.
clearly, and he's just. I saw him taking care of his son, which was really. It made me look at him real differently. How he took care of his family, just kind of in general. Yeah, I mean, I think it happened kind of quick. Like, I was like, oh, wait, he is ridiculous, but he is also a super special human being. So, yeah.
I don't know about all that.
Yeah. Did you have all the tattoos then, Zach?
No. Because I actually didn't start getting tattooed until my late 20s.
Mid to late 20s.
Mid to late 20s, yeah.
Thank goodness he'd be covered with like
Dragon Ball Z
nonsense everywhere.
Anime, Dragon Ball Z. Oh,
but all he and his friends did in their backyards. Like, the fact that Zach didn't discover tattoos until his mid-20s is a blessing for all of us.
Yeah, they are absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
No, it's nice. Yeah, I appreciate my patience in that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, at that point, I was like, I was too pretty. I didn't want to mark up my skin. I'm just too pretty.
At some point, if you want to talk about his skincare routine, he'd be happy to talk about it at length. And I'm not joking. He would be happy to tell you all about his
exfoliating routine. I love you. I love you.
He's got the best. Oh, one of our first dates hanging out together, I was like, oh, we should do hot oil treatments on our hair. And he had no idea what that was. And had I known at the time what I was starting, I wouldn't have probably suggested it. But Zachary discovered, I guess I kind of introduced you to like masks and hair gels and oils and body scrubs. And like,
definitely moved on since then.
Yeah, and he loves that stuff. Like, loves it.
Wow. I can see that, though. I can see that. So let's talk about proposal.
Okay.
No, hold on. I get to go first. Hold on. Okay. Hold on. All right. So first, right? Neither one of us are even pretending to be interested in getting married. Like, it was actually a very long. We were dating for forever. Yeah. Like we for real, like, systematic out other people, and that was a period, and then like we got together, and that was like,
yeah, we weren't monogamous for a little while.
And then so we were at a wedding.
Oh, you're not gonna tell them about the Jagged Edge song?
No, hold on. We were at a wedding, right?
I think
and not 6 months before, we were at a wedding. Okay. Now 6 months before, the Jagged Edge, we should just get, girl, let's just get married. Yeah. We ain't getting no younger. We might as well. So she's like, boy, if you ever propose to me like that and talk about how much older we're getting, and that would just make me sick. Like, like I would, like, how would you even attack me? Like, we ain't getting no younger. Like, I'm not even trying to hear that shit. Because I was jamming. No, she was like, that's stupid. Now we are at a wedding. And they starting to go down the aisle. And Jennifer looks over at me and she goes, we've been at it for a while. I said, bitch. Oh, so that's my jam for forever.
Jagged Edge. It doesn't stop there, though. That's about halfway through the story.
Yeah, no, Jim. No, wait. Well, please continue.
So, like, I
just like that part. This is just straight up. We should just get married. We ain't getting no younger. I said, because we are at a wedding watching other people, and I'm like, I don't even, like, we still hadn't even pretended to have that conversation. Like, we hadn't even pretended. I was literally just jamming, and she just looked over at me randomly, was like, that's the most insulting shit ever. Don't you ever propose to me like that. And then sitting in a church watching somebody else do some shit.
It makes my side hurt.
And shit, we should just, we ain't getting no younger, Zach. Like, okay, bitch. All right.
I cannot. Oh my God.
So
Okay, Jen.
we just both kind of laughed that off, right? Like it's just like, okay, whatever. We had been
Because now I'm teasing her.
right now. I mean, now he's like roasting me, right? It's like, never mind. I can't even believe I said this to you. So we had been saving up. We were planning to go to Vegas because Zachary wanted to get this certain kind of tattoo, and it is a Tabori tattoo, and it's
Japanese hand poking.
Yeah, it was this amazing artist, and it's just done by hand, right? So we were going to go to this tattoo convention in Las Vegas so that Zach could do that. So we get there the first night. We got there kind of late. I don't know, like, just travel. It took a long time. It takes a long time to get to the West Coast sometimes. And so the next morning we woke up and Zach is already out of the bed and in the shower. And I wake up and I'm just kind of piddling in the bed. And he's like, hey, will you go grab my face wash or whatever out of my bathroom bag?
I needed my scrubs.
And I was like, I was just on the other side of like, you're 2 steps away. Get out and get it yourself. Like I was like, nope, we on vacation. I'm just gonna get up and get it. Right? Like best decision I've ever made. So I get up, I get in the bag. There's a ring box in the bag. And Zachary had wedding bands made for both of us. And he's standing in the shower and he's like,
you are foolish.
And he's like, do you want to do this while we're here? He's like, what? We're not getting any younger. And so we went to breakfast and we looked online and we ordered a wedding package and we went shopping and we bought a dress at the Macy's. Zachary had brought clothes because he knew what was happening. And we got married the next night. And so we started to call our family too. When we called my mom, she was like, that's not funny, because I had always said I was never going to get married. She's like, that's not funny, Jennifer, don't do that. And I'm like, no, really, we're going to get married while we're here. She's like, let me talk to Zachary. That's like, oh no, we're going to really get married. And then, of course, then I got oh, I'm so happy for you. But the first response was, that's not funny. Don't do that, Jennifer. So, yeah. Right. They make it really easy to get married in Las Vegas. It was wonderfully easy.
Really easy.
Yep.
And that's how long ago was it?
2012.
2012. Wow. Oh my God, that's amazing. Y'all, every time I hear that song now.
Yep.
No, that's what you needed. I'm telling you need to associate it. That's all in glory. It's wonderfulness.
Yes. Oh God, y'all are wonderful. So tell me this: what has been the biggest hurdle you all have had?
There's been a couple in 18 years.
Yeah.
We're both really busy people, like doing lots of stuff, going lots of places, and so
we're very busy in very different ways.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and so sometimes we get lost from each other. Like, she's a big CEO lady, and so like all of her busy is her work driven. I got like 5 jobs.
And he's a creative, right?
And I'm always moving around. So the schedule is always packed with something nonstop. So
finding time for each other.
Yeah.
Has always been.
Yeah, that's probably been being more selfish with time.
Yeah. Not taking, just because we eat breakfast together every morning doesn't mean we've actually spent good time together.
Yeah. Okay, so what do you all actively do to make sure that you have that quality, intentional time?
We put it on every Thursday. It can get moved around, but we put a date night on every Thursday.
The first thing we actually did was combined our calendars.
Yeah.
We synced up our calendars.
Yes.
So that we can both see what each other has actually got going on.
Yeah. Which felt like sharing my journal to some degree. I was like, you want to see what?
Yeah, I mean, she's a big CEO lady, and she's going and doing.
You want to see what? But yeah,
and,
that was
I'm doing
something
a
we did
makeup
recently.
show.
And
I'm doing a sub teaching. I'm throwing boxes here. I'm hustling there. Like, yeah, in any given 6 month span, I have 5 jobs.
Yep. So we share calendars now, and that is really helpful. And then we take turns trying to plan something.
Yes.
And
everybody got to take responsibility for playing their tambourine.
That's it. That's it. So tell me about the last Thursday you planned, Zach.
What's the last Thursday you planned?
I think the last Thursday I planned was cook dinner and sexy good times.
Oh, it was.
Yep.
That was the last.
Did you say sexy good times?
I did say sexy good times.
Yeah.
Guys, what sexy good times are fun.
They are.
We're big players. We have lots of roles and do lots of things. Our sex can be very big.
Yeah, I like that.
So sometimes we plan it out.
Also, like, you just, like, it's an important part of our marriage, right? And so we plan it because it's important. And so, because sometimes if we don't plan it, I mean, it's real easy to be like, I'm too tired or whatever, right? And it's Zach. It's important to both of us. And Zach, one of his physical touch is one of his love languages, right? And so it's particularly. And actually, a friend of mine years ago was like, "Oh no, we schedule sex. My husband and I schedule sex." I was like, "That's not. How can that be fun? How could that possibly be?"
And I was in it the second she said it.
Zach's like, "Can we put it on the calendar now?"
I was like, "You fucking kidding me?" Because then, like, because at some degree now, like when you put it on the calendar, now you're responsible for the game.
That is correct. That is correct. Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
That takes you to a different place.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, Jennifer, tell me about your last Thursday.
We did a dinner and a movie, and I took him to see Spiral, which is the Chris Rock Saw spinoff. It was not great, but he loved it, and so that's what was really important.
Really good kill scenes, and sure. I don't want to hear that.
He loved.
I'm in it to win it, bitches. I don't care.
He loves Saw.
He
loves it.
One of my jobs is horror special effects maker.
Yeah,
I do.
Really?
Yes, and like I get into movies for their high quality special effects makeup. He's
been into it since he was a kid.
Yes. And
Hellraiser. It's too gory for me. I don't even know if I've sat through it ever. But that's one of his favorite. Like, he loves that. Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
He's really good at it too.
So, Jen, no sexy good times at the end of the Thursday?
No. I don't think so. No. No.
No.
Cool. So
it's not always obligated. Like, it's not like we have to have sex at the end of date night. Okay. Date night is much more about checking in, being available, being present in our relationship.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't exclude it.
No. But it is the checking in part is the mandatory part for sure.
Yes.
Nice. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, so what was the last conflict that you all had that you can remember, and how was it resolved?
The dishes.
Yeah, dishes, it sounds like, probably.
Yeah. I hate doing the dishes. I hate it. I really hate it.
I do almost all of the cooking here. And
he does.
Like, I'm not going to do the dishes if I'm doing the cooking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, it's just not fair. It's just not cool.
But you left the dishes this morning. I got up and I was like, oh, there's a sink of dishes. That means it's my turn to do the dishes. Like, I need to and so I took my cue and I did the dishes.
And we, but I mean, like,
so like household work, chore work, like
because Jennifer's the breadwinner of this relationship. Like, she brings home she's CEO lady. Like, that's not just me gassing her up. She's already on full. Like, she makes way more money than me. Right? So she's more the breadwinner, and because like she just got this huge promotion, it's been a big shift in our dynamic in general because she's having to give a lot more energy to this job and a lot more time to this job. And with that, sometimes she gets checked out of the house.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
And it, you know, like, I'm like, hey, I'm not the butler around here. Like,
Yep.
I don't, you know, like, I do more than my fair share, but you have to check. Like, it's not so much about the dishes as it is about being checked into the house.
Yeah.
And checked in here and being present when you're home.
Sure.
Yeah. That's understandable.
So
how are you managing that, Jen? And congratulations.
Thank you. So it started on January 1st, and so I'm coming up on the end of 5 months. I'm just figuring a little more out, right, about how I'm going to operate in the role and the kind of helps that I need in the role. And it was a internal promotion, so I'm also, shedding my previous job like a little bit at a time. So like figuring it out. I've always been very career driven and busy. And so it has been kind of the through line in our relationship sometimes. I also am much more introverted than Zachary. And so I don't need as much, like, I need more solitude a lot of the time than connection necessarily.
And that also causes some conflict, especially in like our relationship in particular. Like sometimes she'll introvert and as an extrovert and needing touch as one of my love languages, but then I have to learn how to, respect and understand that she needs her space. And yeah, it's give and take of all of the time.
We're still figuring it out.
We're still figuring
I love that. So every Jennifer, what would you say your love language is, Jennifer?
Compliments. I really like being told how cute I am. Yep. And gifts probably like
she's a provider. That's her big love.
Yeah.
And for some reason she has issues verbalizing that sometimes. I don't know.
Well, I like to take care of people. I'm also the oldest of 5. And so yeah, like and so yeah, I like to take care of people. I do. I like to give people gifts. It's one of the ways I express my love for sure.
Okay. So Zach, you did say physical touch. What do you think your other love language is? How else do you express or receive?
Food. Food. Attention.
Cooking.
Food and attention. I'm a little cavemanish in those regards, I guess. Feed me and play with my penis.
You're gonna stop, sir.
I mean, no.
Anybody that knows us is not surprised by this. Hi, everybody that's just meeting us. This is the Peppers.
It's the Peppers.
I hope you're enjoying the show.
So y'all are hilarious. So tell us about your dogs. Is that considered your family? Your babies?
Yeah, you want to meet them?
Are they still there? Oh, they were not going to let you have this interview without them.
All right, so this is Dahlia.
Is she her paws green?
Yes.
And blue. They're teal.
Dahlia. Yeah.
So Dahlia is our rescue forever.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
We did fostering or do fostering on and off again for a long period of time. And this poor little girl got hit by a car and left for dead. Mm-hmm. She lost her back leg and almost lost her bottom jaw. They found her, stitched her up, saved her, and put her on the site saying they needed a foster. And Miss Pepper saw her on the site and was like, nope, that's my dog now. So now she's a Lady Pepper. And this one is Cookie. Cookie's
Cookie has stinking blue paws.
Yeah, no, Cookie's Instagram famous. She got followers. She got her own page.
Oh my goodness.
I've had her since she was 6 weeks old. She's my emotional support animal. I take her everywhere. I take her on trips. She does 20 different tricks. She's on and off leash trained. She's the perfect little thing.
Oh, that is so sweet. That is so sweet. We had to meet them. They were not going to leave without being introduced. So I get it.
Yep.
So, Jen, can you tell me what is one characteristic that you love the most about Zach? And then tell me one that kind of annoys you still.
Oh, go down the list. Don't worry, I'm awesome.
What I love about Zach is that he is just a really big-hearted person. He is able to be kind and show grace and to people in very hard situations and people that aren't always the easiest to be kind or show grace to. And so that is something that is really what I really love about Zachary. He's big loyal too, he's loyal. And if it's not right, it's not right, and he's not going to be quiet about it, which is where his real ridiculous comes in well, right?
Gets me in trouble.
He is so arrogant sometimes. Like, just.
I'm a Leo. I rule the world.
Oh, goodness.
I rule the world.
The last time we have a Hanukkah party every year. Zachary is Jewish.
Okay.
And so we have a Hanukkah party every year to celebrate the holidays with our friends, all right? And so the last one we had, everybody was gathered in the dining room. I hope to have parties again soon. And Zachary's given this incredibly lovely speech. And he's like, I'm so grateful you came to dinner. I'm so thankful, da 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 da. And he goes on and on. And I come up behind him eventually. I'm like, I'm really glad that you came to our party too. Thank you so much. He's a performer. Like,
Don't tell me to give a speech. I'll be talking about myself. Sorry.
What do you love about me, and what are you annoyed about by me?
You haven't given me the annoyed.
I just did, like, your arrogance.
Oh, okay. No, I thought that's what's so endearing.
It was kind of sweet, wasn't it?
I didn't sound like she was mad. I mean, okay, well, whatever.
I'm not mad about it.
Oh.
Ooh, he is so full of himself. Zachary Pepper don't never have a bad day. He wake up and it's like, I'm awesome. Like, the self-confidence is ridiculous. Go ahead, baby.
I think what I love most about Jennifer is the same thing I've loved most about Jennifer our entire relationship. She pushes every boundary. She stands up for what she wants. She knows exactly what she wants, and like strong women are my kryptonite from day one. That's what it is. Like, and this is an amazingly strong woman. Pure and simple. Like, she would be where she is at, certainly without me.
Well, it wouldn't be nearly as fun.
Yeah, no, maybe not. But like but I mean, that's what I love about her. Like, she is, like, that's what it is. So, and what am I annoyed with? I don't know.
I'm a bad sharer.
I mean,
He always wants to eat my food. I don't want to share my food.
But she always wants to eat all my food.
I want to taste.
She's a good sharer as long as it's mine.
Yeah.
I don't know, just when she gets lost, when she gets introverted, but like it's something we're dealing with really well, I think. Like, we're being more active talking and active listening about it. Like, with her expressing something is going on more to me, I'm able to not take it personally, and I can understand it better, even after all these years. Like, so that's really started to actually help and improve our relationship a lot in the last year. So, yeah, I mean, she's still, like I said, we got into it about the dishes. the other day. But I mean, but we also talked about it, and I started setting out these are the cues you need to start seeing and recognizing, as opposed to just being like, God damn, I done cooked all this damn food. Fuck that bitch. She ain't gonna even do nothing. Like just sitting and stewing and being mad and not verbalizing what's.
Yep.
I
heard something recently. It was like you have to choose discomfort in order to not choose resentment. Like you choose to be uncomfortable in the moment and say the thing, like, is better than holding on to it, not saying anything, and then
being resentful.
Yes, and so that's one of my things that I work on, and so yeah.
Nice. What kind of goals have you set as the Peppers for, hey, let's say next year?
What's going on for next year?
Well, actually, that's one of the reasons why we are so compatible is
we're both very goal oriented.
We're both very goal oriented, and our version of success lines up a lot.
Nice.
So it's one of our key things. And particularly what we've been doing for years and years and years is on Valentine's Day, we always make a lunch and plan our budget for the year.
Have an annual conversation.
And we have a very
about
clear,
how we want to spend our money for the year.
Yeah. This year with Jennifer's big promotion and my job being all over the place with COVID.
Yeah. All of Zachary's jobs were impacted by COVID.
Yeah.
But they're coming back.
All of them are coming back. But so we got a financial manager and a financial planner. And we're looking to do something much bigger in the next 10 years.
Yeah.
Like independent.
Nice.
Yeah, we don't know exactly yet.
We don't know yet, but we're starting to set up that. So that's what this year looks like for the Peppers, is trying to get our money right.
Yep. Because we were really good at it. I'm good at money. Zachary is really gifted at money. Neither one of us learned from our parents. We had to teach ourselves. It's actually something. It's like one of our favorite things in common. Yeah. Well, it's also one of the things that, like, we're the friends you ask to help you with your budget if you want help with your budget.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
We've taught our little siblings as best we could, because Zachary is also a big brother of six, and I'm triplets of 5. It's also probably why there's compatibility there.
Yeah. Everybody loves the triplets. They're great.
Yeah. So now we've engaged this financial planner, and now it's time to let the experts tell us what to do. Like, we've gotten pretty good here, and we want to take it to the next step at this point and think about like our work optional lifestyle.
Yeah, work optional. And I'm excited about what's all going on. In particular, I'm back to work substitute teaching. I've got 2 or 3 makeup gigs that have called. I'll be in a makeup contest on July 3rd. It's like, so things are starting to pull back for me, just like regular. I'm starting to get busy again because, I got COVID hit me really hard, and being an extrovert and constantly being busy, and then
nothing. Yeah.
That was challenging for us both.
Yeah, that week we got stowed in. Oh, my poor little extrovert had such a hard time. Me and the dogs were not getting it done for his little soul.
And she was working from home.
And I was working from home the whole time.
So it was like, just, she's in the back room, door closed, and I'm like, I'm tired of watching TV. I don't want to get up.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. So last question. Are you music lovers?
Yes.
All right. So Jen, both of you all, I want you to come up with a song that you think describes your relationship.
We have our song.
Oh, what is your song? You all have a song?
We do have a song. I think we have a couple of forevers. Who is it?
You
Michelle.
posted that, Zach. You posted that. I love that song.
Love Forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, Michelle? Yeah.
Yes, that's a beautiful song. That's perfect. That's perfect. You guys, you all are the perfect balance. Let me say, you all guys are. Thank you so much for sharing. I have not laughed this hard in ages.
Good.
She's
Good.
funny.
You're funny.
No,
You
Okay, I'm
both
funny.
are hilarious.
I was voted class clown in high school. And you graduated high school.
I did. I
There we
did
go.
graduate high school. Sure did. As long as there are no follow-up questions.
Zach, you are. Oh God! Thank you so much, guys. You all are amazing.
Thank you for having us. This was so much fun. We had a great time. Thank you.
I'm gonna send this to you. Please share it to your people. They need to see this. I'm sure they know the Peppers, but you guys are a piece of work. You really are. Thank you so much.
Absolutely, sweetie. Take care.
You guys soon.
You will. Yep, we'll be out and about.
Yes, love you guys.
Love you.
Oh my goodness. Oh, and those type of things. I love people who love big and in living color. And that's what the Peppers, just showed and shared with us. Guys, if you're in a situation where you can't love out loud and you feel confined, or you feel like you have to change yourself or alter who you are, or you feel less than, then you may need to recheck and see if that's really love. Okay, because it is not about income. It's not about age. It's about the connection and the union and the understanding each other's love language, understanding where each other comes from. Love is a beautiful thing, but it is definitely work. It is definitely work. Thank you so much for joining me today on Relationship Rhetoric. I hope to see you again next week. Peace, love, and understanding. Have a wonderful week, guys.